Oh, we're actually getting ready. Oh, we're getting started.
Popping off. Here we go, team. We're getting into the game. Let's bring our stuffed crust into the room here. I am going to start off, as always, on Farrakam, the OG. Don't worry, Slint RL. We will eventually see Cuxy. He'll be the first Liquid player that I cover.
Is this the first Liquid match? I think this is the first time that Liquid and Oxygen have ran into each other in the grid. Liquid,
us, yes.
Yeah, Liquid haven't been having a very good time in the grid so far. I think they had, did they have a disappointing grid 1 and that just left them with a bad seed in the next one, which spiraled out of control? Like, ended up just giving them a bad seed every single time. So I don't think I've seen Liquid. Definitely not this hot. They just swept Triple Trouble, who have been one of the grid teams to look out for. So this is dangerous. I have no idea what to expect from Liquid here, other than, what kind of great are we going to see? I don't know, but it's bound to be a great look for them. Nice start here with Fruity. Had the back foot of Farah completely out of position. 1-0 on the dribble.
I think Farah's gonna be pretty disappointed about that. After especially seeing the goal from Fruity's perspective, I really don't think that is... He shouldn't have been able to score that. He didn't have much boost left, and it wasn't a particularly crazy maneuver.
Yeah, well, Farah was probably hoping that he wouldn't have to defend against a shot in a 1v1 position. He was really hoping that the challenge would come in from behind, or that Fruity would be at least bumped or demoed off the play. But he was allowed to just, at full speed, at supersonic, just come straight at him. Fruity's good enough at that. He's a good enough twos player that he's been in that position countless times. He knows what to do. He knows how to compromise the goalie's position. Good follow up by Huxer here. We better not tell him that we've been comparing Rocket League players to pizza. He'll be like, no, this is not a pizza ingredient. What do you mean? Oh, a demo. See you later, Speed. Aztral opens up the door for Farah to come right through. His shot sets up. That's beautiful. Oh, it's actually Aztral with the shots. My bad. Farah with the demo. Love that goal explosion.
I think Cux would probably be like, oh, you called me the pepperoni? That's more than fine.
More than fine. Yeah, this could happen. I do remember Cux was just shocked. For Gold Rush 1, myself, Cuxer, Marky Duda, and Jazer were all staying at Quinn Lovedale's house. And one night, Quinn Lovedale was a great host, by the way. We had a great time. One night he ordered in pizza for dinner. And the pizza was like the deepest dish American pizza that you have ever seen. You could practically swim in it. And Cux was just looking at this thing like, what is this? He was just like shocked. He didn't know what to say. He was like, how do you eat this? It's so far away from like the real thin crust Italian style pizza that he's used to. Oh, it was so funny. But yeah, definitely a world apart there. Very far from home for Cux. But he actually stayed there for, he felt very at home despite all that. He stayed there for an extra 2 weeks, I think, after missing his flight to get home. He just stayed there for another week at Quinn's house. It was, yeah, definitely a good time.
Man, Farah with a sick redirect back into his own goal there. So you know what that means, guys. Get your Prime games at gaming out. Twitch Prime, baby. Right?
I love how every other Twitch stream is like, here, man, that goal's for you. This, huge play. This double flip reset goal in free play. That's for you, man. Thanks for subbing. We're just like, hey, somebody own gold. That was for whoever subbed. Man, Fruity's not slowing down for a heartbeat here. He must be the fastest player in this lobby already. Speed needs to relinquish his username. Fruity is really he's the speed of this team right now.
It took me so long to figure out what you were talking about, but now I got it.
It's quite literal in explanation.
Yeah.
Oh, is that in? I think. Oh, his Speed's not going to let it go in. I wanted to just find out if that was going in, Speed. Oh, great bump by Fruity. That's the kind of ball chasing, or not even ball chasing, but player chasing on his recoveries I love to see. But Oxygen are having none of it. They're not going to let the clear come in, even though Fruity was annoying as he could be. Brilliant shot placement there by Shawset. Don't think it was close enough to the top corner to be a top bin, but it was somewhere between the bin and the shelf.
Yo, Dusty G coming in clutch on that own goal Twitch Prime. Thank you, my man. You're powering Farah up. Good job.
Surely more own goals are to be had with the current rate that they're coming in tonight. Definitely is hopeful. Oh, what an angle.
Oh.
That's actually in. Aztral pulls out a ridiculous angle off the back wall. You thought surely he must be passing here. No, he's just shooting. No big deal. He's going to bounce it in. What a tie game that is. Oxygen respond with some brilliant offensive play. What pizza topping would you make fruity? Or what pizza topping is fruity, Matt? What do you reckon?
I mean, somebody did say pineapple in chat, which I think does make sense.
It does make
considering
sense.
It is a fruit.
It is.
But we'll say that we've already taken that away. I have had pizza with like a mandarin orange on it. I don't like it that much because it's too wet.
You could just be the tomato paste, maybe.
I was gonna say he would be sun-dried tomatoes. Because
yeah.
Tomatoes
True.
are technically a fruit.
Yeah.
So.
I think we're on the same wavelength here. Fruity is a sun-dried tomato. He needs to start branding that immediately. I want to see a sun-dried looking, like whatever Fruity's current Twitter profile picture is, I want to see somebody sun-dry it, send it to him, see if he'll change it. Just get a nice, like, wrinkly, crispy
Plus, I think he's
looking
been, like,
Fruity player.
He's been losing weight too, right? So it's just it just
Oh,
makes
has he?
sense. Yeah, he's been out in the sun getting dry.
Oh man, yeah, somebody's probably working hard at that right now on Photoshop. They're sun-drying Fruity's Twitter profile picture. He better not be somebody who's still like a non-selfie profile picture at this rate. I can't wait to see this. It's like definitely one of my, I would say definitely the top 1 things to do after this grid broadcast. Check Twitter for the sun-dried Fruity. What is this casting? This is pretty standard stuff actually for our grid casts, mate. If you're new to the Oxygen or the Space Station Gaming grid streams that myself and Matt do every week, then this is what you can expect at all times. Nice little 3-point turn there by Farah. Way to pass his driving test with that one. Very tight game 1. It's Oxygen who have got the momentum on their side though. Fruity seems to have slowed down a little bit. The sun's
Oh my goodness!
taking its toll on him.
We're headed into overtime here. This is a big overtime. Very beginning. Oh, Speed. Barely saved there by Chaussette. Really nice strike there for Speed. They're not out of danger yet.
Oh no, listen, somebody just said Fruity is ketchup. That, I don't think we can put that in pizza toppings while Cuxer's in the lobby. He's not going to allow that one. That'll be a big no-no. What do you reckon, Matt? Ketchup on pizza?
I mean, I can eat anything, so I can do it, but I would not recommend it. Unless it's somehow part of like a cheeseburger pizza or something. I don't know.
You know what? I bet Chaussette puts ketchup on his pizza. I just straight up think he does. I'm not making an analogy or anything. I just think he probably does.
I think so too. That makes sense. And he also scores the final goal to win.
Nice transition, man. Yeah, especially.
They said no thanks.
Especially when your co-caster totally doesn't realize the game's about to be over and asks you a question, and then the goal, and the goal happens, and we're like, oh man, we really missed the B-roll on that one. That's not going to be in the montage. Sorry, Oxygen. Can't really clip that for Twitter because we weren't talking about the game. My bad. But hey, that's their fault. I didn't think they were going to score that quickly. It was just it was too good.
They can use it on Twitter. They can use it in their search for new casters.
Yeah, if you guys want a job, well, it'll be Friday next week, I believe. Switching up again.
Can you not do this? If so, you're hired.
Oh, wow. Okay, Fruity's getting aggressive there, and his old teammate, Farah, who really couldn't do much about that play. Big dunk by Cox. That's awkward for Oxygen, but now they will get a chance to counter-attack. Farah has been brutal today. Just tries to roll one in, actually, past Speed. I think the boost wasn't really there for him. Oh, you already know Aztral is looking for the ceiling pinch there. He's always trying to get those ceiling pinches, perfectly timed arrivals to that ball when it's about to graze the roof of the pitch. I'm expecting that to be something we see more and more this year as well. We've seen pre-jump passing plays now. Yeah, ceiling pinches. That's something else. Ground double touches. The list goes on. The plays of 2021 that we're getting a glimpse of this year. Why are they talking about
Nice.
Rocket League instead of Pizza and Buffalo? True.
Yeah, sorry guys.
My bad, my bad.
Our bad. Yeah.
Sorry.
Chaussette creeping out there a little bit. Still able to save the ball. Cux is flying in for the goal, but it's blocked by Chaussette. Cux able to still play despite all the pizza horror.
I know. Hopefully he's not
chat.
listening in. You know, some players listen to the casts while they're playing. No, I don't think
Really?
any RLCS players do this, but definitely in 1v1 show matches, a lot of players have been known to listen into my casting of their 1v1 games, and you can see it, you know? With definitely, like, some players just getting more and more tilted as the game goes on. Or, you know, making a very smart key switch up on their kickoff strategy, which I just talked about 10 seconds ago. Amazing how often that's happened in some games. But yeah, I don't think any of these guys would be. However, Cux is. He's probably he's got to be big triggered right now by all this piece of discussion. We're getting it all wrong. Oh, speed! Did he save that? That wasn't going in, was it? Yeah, he definitely missed.
Hard to tell. I was on Chaussette Cam, who was in net there, and it was either way, it was going to be hard to save, but speed making it easy.
Somebody's got a good a piece of analysis on Rocket League casting here that I think you're going to enjoy. Least favorite casting style. When the caster refers to, I guess this is a grid stream specific thing. When the caster refers to the team as our team or us, we need to start doing that. Wow, we played really well that game, Matt.
I have said we before.
Yeah, but not like I don't think in the sense that this guy's talking about. Oh wow,
Probably.
what? I think we as the Oxygen team here need to start scoring goals because time is running out in this game. And here's let me just throw out an arbitrary thing that may or may not be true, but nobody really knows. They don't like going to overtime, and there we go. This really proves it. They've scored. They don't want to go to overtime. Fact.
Chaussette getting weird in front of the net. I like it.
I like it a lot.
My flip resets are looking good this game, Johnny.
Yeah. That was a great goal by us. Way to shut down the enemy. This really is turning into like a anti-tutorial. It's like, how do you not cast a Rocket League game? We could sell this. Is that a thing? A tutorial that is just basically entirely in reverse?
Chat, I actually want to hear from you. Do you think it would be funny for Johnny and me to do a stream where we review our casts and he just tears me apart, like, literally?
Yeah, you can definitely do the same to me. There's lots that I do
me
wrong.
how bad I am.
I think people might like that. I got capital.
First
yes.
answer I thought was no.
Oh well, I guess that's that idea shut down then. Never mind. We'll come up with some new ones. Oh, that's got to be a goal, right? Oh, okay.
Nice.
Chaussette had the entire goal to aim at. Of course, he shoots it close to the post, so that I'm not really sure with my boomer vision if that was in fact on target. Okay, yeah, perfect. Well done, Chaussette. Tantalizingly
Bing,
close
bing,
to the
boom.
Team Liquid players, but just as far out of reach.
Wow, there's a lot of stalemates there in the middle of the field.
I think Oxygen come out on top of these kind of plays more often than their opponents in general. It's so normal, especially for teams that Farah plays for historically, to just get goals from cheat kickoffs, even double kickoffs like this. Farah always seems to have a way of turning these situations into his advantage. Yeah, Team Liquid actually started off the stronger of the two teams in this series, and now they are on the brink of going down by 2. And Aztral hasn't had to, you know, go Super Saiyan for this one, like he sometimes does. He's just playing a very standard Aztral series, which I don't have a problem with. I love, you know, when I love to see Oxygen doing well. I love to see us doing well when Astral's not carrying. It shows that we are more than a one-man team. We're a 5-man team.
We are so good.
In fact, you guys as well. We're all part of the team.
Let the casters do a pro match and let the pros cast. That would be so awful for everyone involved.
Because there's a little bit of something good in both aspects. I'm trying to, you know, shine through the huge pile of trash. Wait, was that They both just went for a block kickoff and nobody hit the ball. That wasn't a fake. They both tried to go for big dunks at each other. That's interesting.
We are on board with Aztral to see what the Magician could do. What a shot there with the bottom of the car, and getting the whole Team Liquid to commit here. Literally, maybe all three? Oh, no. Okay, Speed crushed afterward. I didn't see that the first time.
Speed just really missed Cox. They feel very distant after the last game. He's like, Cox, just give me a hug, man.
Next game is Cox POV, guys. Don't worry. Don't worry. Because we definitely guaranteed 4 games, we'll get a Cox POV in.
That was a beautiful shot from Chaussette. Look at that first touch, just nipping around Fruity, and immediately recontrols the ball for the perfect flick. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you should practice your flicks in Rocket League. Don't carry the ball around on the roof of your car for 10 seconds in free play and then flick it. Get it up on the top of the car as quickly as possible and then flick it as quickly as possible. It's a far more transferable skill into a real game situation than ball carrying ever will be, especially for players at the lower ranks. These guys are not that, but it still works all the way up to professional level. That's a pineapple move. I like where Twitch chat is going with this today. We weren't sure. Every week there's just something weird going on with these broadcasts. Today it's pizza toppings. Can't say I'm disappointed by that though.
It was a really nice passing play over here by Team Liquid, and yes, I am also proud of Twitch chat.
Well done, everybody. Well done, Fruity and Speed, connecting on that play as well. That was full team play, actually. No assist for Cuxer, but you know, I would have, if I was manipulating the post-game stats to be a more accurate description of what's actually happened, I would say Cuxer's a participant in that goal, even though the game would tell you he isn't.
I just want points for demos.
Same,
we're good.
Any way to get points for demos in the game. Oh, can you imagine how tilted the entire Rocket League community would be? Well, not the entire community, but a large part of the Rocket League community will be so tilted just at the sight of patch notes saying that there will be points for demos. Even if it's 1 point, even if it's something as small as a single point, which is just an arbitrary number that doesn't actually have any impact on who wins or loses the game, people will be furious. They'll be so upset. Psionics, I'm uninstalling this game. I want a refund for my black market decal.
Oh my god, what is this impression? What is this character? Where is that person from?
That person, Matt, is the person who's complaining about demos. That's what they sound like.
I just want to know what their origin is. Are you saying Americans sound like that? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
No. They're definitely, I would say, unknown. You know, in the nationality box, they're checking the other box.
Yeah. Okay.
Unknown origin.
That's a good point.
There's no inspiration on that one. Reddit, yes, of course. So now, every time somebody's complaining about demos in your ranked games, you need to read what they're saying in that voice. It'll make you feel a lot better.
We'll do.
It's quite funny on the last goal. Team Liquid might just be having a bad day here because we had a slight deflection on the play from one of their own players, which actually took the ball away from a very easy save and turned it into a goal for Oxygen. So that, although it was Oxygen pressure and it was definitely a forced mistake, and it's something that does happen when you just throw yourself at the ball near your goal and you don't get a clean hit on it. Still a bit unfortunate. Oh, big mind game, Aztral. Fast Cuxer. Won't get past Fruity as easily. But yeah, you know, you win some, you lose some. Team Liquid get an unfortunate deflection in defense there. Big mind game by Speed. That's going to be a goal. But Matt, did you see the hilarious deflection that went in Team Liquid's favor last weekend against Vitality, where K-Dop just glancing below the ball right into his own goal when Cuxer cleared it? If you haven't seen this, you need to go watch it. It's so funny. Cuxer clears the ball, and you know where it just brushes K-Dop's car on the way past, and it accelerates and flew into the Vitality goal without bouncing.
Amazing.
It just went straight in off the bar. It was insane. So yeah, you got to go give that one a watch. Oh, Speed is really popping off here. He's got the mind game goal. He's got the mechanics as well. Wow. That was quick, actually. Lands a reset and fires a shot in the blink of an eye. Tie game.
That was a 4-cheese pizza right there. Really nice shot. 3-3. We got ourselves a game here, Johnny.
Yeah, this
it
is
sort of looked like Oxygen was in control, but, you know, Team Liquid able to grab a couple goals here and make this a bit of a game.
It's a reverse of game one. Team Liquid were leading game one 3-1, and then Oxygen came back, tied it up. We go overtime, Oxygen win. Look at me saying we now, that we were talking about earlier. Now this game is the reverse. If this goes to overtime, Oxygen have to be a little bit worried if they're feeling skeptical. Oh, beautiful pre-flip. That's a good touch by Cuxer, actually. Really didn't want to center that ball in front of his own net.
Okay, Fruity with the challenge, able to get the dunk there in Aztral. Now the Oxygen team on the counterattack. Aztral up so fast for those. Seems to have a read on where the ball is going before anybody else.
Oh, Chaussette's been bumped.
Fruity with the crucial bump, but the ball not on target, unfortunately.
Yeah, that was a really good try there by Fruity. Good, he isolated the last man so well. Realized that that was the only thing stopping the ball from going in. Had it been on target. Cuxer keeping the ball in the corner again. Just very wise defense by one of the defensive legends of Rocket League. Is that free? No. Aztral decides not to go for it. Cuxer threatened a pinch, but decides to soft play. Wow, woo! That was a great first touch by Cuxer. Faked the pinch clear, instead just took a very light first touch. Keep the ball under control. Now Team Liquid are ramping up again, but I think it looked like a missed flip reset there by Fruity. Disappointing outcome after what looked like really, really scary play. Into overtime we go.
Nice. Oh, I can't believe that Liquid didn't take advantage of that situation there. It looked like they had the perfect opportunity. Then they just parked the bus, I guess.
See, I learned my lesson, Matt. I just knew after the first game of the series, despite immense temptation, what I've got to do is not ask you a question about pizza toppings, because last time I did that at the start of an overtime, Oxygen scored, completely cut us off. This time, there was no such problem. Oxygen don't have any problems here. This is going pretty well for them. 3-0. 2 overtime wins, 1 comfortable win. And it looks like Oxygen are on the fast track to the grand final.
All right, Twitch chat. It's your moment of truth. We're going on Cuxy Cam.
If you want to see Cux's POV of this 4th game, potentially the last game of the series, head over to twitch.tv/smellsworthless. You can find that stream in the ! multi-command. And it looks like this might be the last game of the series if this keeps up. Team Liquid have had a rough year of it. This is actually kind of where they're picking up, actually. They looked pretty good qualifying for Stage 2 of the RLCSX Regional. Something they weren't able to do the first time around, something Oxygen haven't done either time around. And I think top 4 here for Liquid is the best result they've had in the grid so far. So still, overall, I would say a big step up in quality for them. That's a nice little trip there by Farah. It's open for Chaussette. And just when Liquid thought they were the ones putting pressure onto the last man, they get it completely turned around. Farah just tripped up Cuxer there. Opened the door for Chaussette.
Brutalized him completely. Just rolled him out like some fresh dough.
Oh, man.
Pizza pie preparation. Using the Italians' own culture against him.
Oh yeah, Team Liquid they're in the back of the oven now. I mean, the start of this series, it was already a pretty difficult prospect to play Oxygen in the grid. You know, they're just getting trade up, about to slide into the oven. They're all the way in the back now. There's no escape. Great save there by Aztral. Just diving out, making himself as big as possible, closing the angles that Cux has to work with. And Farah's called Aztral off this now, but light touch by Farah as he sees that he's just giving the ball away if he hits it heavily. I like to see that these days, the adaptation from these players. It's happening more and more. They don't just go in and hit the ball as hard as they can because that sounds like a good idea. No, they think, okay, well, this touch isn't actually going past anybody. I'm going to try and control the ball.
I kind of wonder if Fruity's struggling right now. He had a big miss on the back wall leading to the first goal, and then he had just another miss there on the side. I'm not I'm not 100% sure if he's having a really tough time, but might be something to look out for.
It's hard to imagine that Liquid would be confident in a comeback here. They've not had a great year. They've not had a great season. And to go 3-0 down in a series where you haven't actually played too badly, I think they've been playing really well. It just hasn't really gone their way at times. There have been some unfortunate situations, I should say. And there have been, a couple of missed opportunities. But yeah, to get a reverse sweep in a best of 7, you have to feel confident. You need to, be there mentally, even if the gameplay isn't coming together. I don't know if Liquid are all there right now, especially losing a couple quick goals in game number 4.
Cux with a spicy pepperoni save there. Got bumped. Still managed to make the second save.
So you're saying an Aztral-esque save, if I remember from earlier.
Sure, probably. Yeah, probably. I mean, I don't think Astral's the only spicy Rocket League player.
He's not the only spicy pepperoni Rocket League player. There's like a group of them.
He's Nduya.
Ah, true. Okay. Oh, yeah. It's a big difference, my mistake. But yeah, there's like a little family of them, The spicy Rocket League players. Good save by Cox again, just keeping the ball in the corner. That's one thing Coxer has done very well today. He hasn't left an easy clear, or rather an easy to punish clear. Oh, it's a bit unlucky again, though, for Liquid. Speed with a double touch makes up for it. And that's a brilliant time to go for the double. The shot was very obviously threatened with his first hit here. Takes his time. At the reset as well.
At speed go, Johnny. That is a pizza control.
Oh, man. How did I not think of this? How did I not think of this? That's an old one, actually. That is an old one. When did I stop saying pizza control? It wasn't intentional. I think maybe you guys just made fun of me so much that it started to fade away from my casting vocabulary. Too much pizza? Listen, mate. I disagree.
Bottom line. Not agree.
That's it. Just
full stop.
Bold, Control S. That's it. Oh wait, no. Reopen the file. Control O. Underline. Control S.
Underline. Okay, good.
Yeah.
What is that? That's Control U, I guess.
Ah, yeah.
Cux with a drop down here. Oh no, he saves it. Did Fruity have it? It looked like he had it to me.
Yeah, he had a good chance. I don't know if they're going to be punished in the counter though. This ball is now sitting up nicely for Farah to center quickly.
Oh.
Team Liquid just
slobber knocker with all of Team Oxygen at once.
Yeah, as far as blundering your way to victory, that was about as much as you can go. Farah looking for a 50-50, doesn't get on the right side of the ball, but it's at least on the safe side of the ball. Doesn't allow the ball to bounce out towards his own goal. Rather, it stay near the wall. Less than a minute for Liquid. They need 4 games in a row. If they can get one, if they can get even one game, then that's going to lift their spirits immensely. Where's this goal going to come from? Oxygen are playing brilliantly.
Down to Cux here. Cux still with enough boost. Oh, can't quite get the touch. This ball is stuck in the Oxygen half, but just doesn't feel like a lot of venom coming out of Team Liquid.
Oh, hang on, maybe. Nice save here by Chaussette. He's even managed to pick out Ferret on the halfway line. Oxygen have sat down, got their napkins ready. They are prepared to finish or to start devouring Team Liquid. That's really what's all been happening here. 2-1. No time left. And it's rolling into the ground. There's not even a hope for Liquid that it's going to stay in the air. 4-0. Wow. Oxygen have done it again. We're in another grand final. It just keeps happening. We had a few weeks where, you're going out in the quarters, going out in the semis, but back to the grand final, 2nd week in a row.